Hi, I'm Dave Hache, the president of Ogena Solutions, and we're going to walk you through the basic installation of our Automatik systems, which are based on Drainvac vacuum systems, along with our Automatik installation kits and bathing systems and floor cleaning systems. So I am being fed information directly from above, so you don't have to worry about whether this is correct or not. Okay, so we're going to start off with the basic unit. This is the Drainvac DVA 160, which is part of one of the components of Automatik's Olympic tube bathing system. It can also be used as a floor cleaning system as well, which we'll explain later. So you're going to get a box like this, and inside that box there's several components. The first one being the main vacuum system itself, which is right here. Then this is a muffler assembly for the vacuum system. It goes in the exhaust side. This is the drain funnel that gets tied into the drain of your system, or alternatively you could have it just drain down into a mop sink that's on the floor. And there's two bags of components. This bag of components and this bag of components. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look and see what components are inside these bags. Okay, this is a check valve that mounts onto the bottom of the vacuum system. This is going to end up using one of these sleeves. It's going to end up mounting right here onto the bottom of the vacuum system. And if you look inside, this is a check valve. You want that check valve to open towards the floor. I wonder if you can see that okay. This is for your drain assembly. This would tie to the bottom of the funnel assembly using those. Obviously, it's going to look like this, so that you're going to create a P-trap. You're going to create a P-trap on the bottom of the funnel. And then this would tie into your drain system in the facility, or, as I said earlier, you could tie it into, just have it drain into a mop sink on the floor. This is an intake. It's a type of a muffler assembly that sits on the top of the vacuum where the inlet is. I'm going to stand this up so you can see it. It just sits here on the, this is the inlet for the vacuum motor assembly. It can be fairly loud, so you want to set this on top. It's just got sticky pads. You tear the tape off, and you might want to point that back towards the wall so you can direct the sound energy into whatever direction you want, but it actually has a bit of a muffling effect. It makes it quieter in the general area. So the next part we're going to show you is what's in bag number 2. And the nice part about installing these systems is you'll see it's new. It's new for everybody who's never done it before, obviously, but don't stress. It's not rocket science. Just steps to follow, and you'll end up with a great installation. So inside bag number 2, this is going to be mounted, and we'll show you later when we get into the installation, but this whole assembly here, minus the brush, which is for cleaning it out, this is going to end up being mounted to the side of the vacuum system. This is where all your dirt and debris is going to be coming in. And these two ports here, once they're tied to the water system on the back of the vacuum system, these two ports are going to continuously spray water into the incoming dirt stream, so that all the dirt is captured by the water instead of being captured by a filter, an inefficient filter that just gets more and more inefficient as time goes on. These Drainvac systems, you always have 100% vacuum power, which is the biggest benefit, besides the quality. So the next part in this bag is, if you choose to exhaust your unit outdoors, this is just an outdoor vent, so you can, an outdoor door, sorry, so that you can mount it outside. It's nice to have if you can run it outside, because all the noise runs outside. Some jurisdictions will require you to run them outside, so you'll have to check in your area. So this bag holds the water supply for the vacuum system. The vacuum, as I just showed you, needs water. It has to spray water on the incoming stream. So this is much like a shark bite fitting, where you just put your copper or PEX pipe into there from your cold water supply. This is a shut-off valve if you ever need to work on your system. Normally this would stay open all the time. This is a small filter assembly to catch any debris that might be in the water. So this is something that, depending upon where you live and what kind of water is going into this unit, you may have to open this up and clean it once every few months, or once a year, or every 2 years. It depends on where you live. But if you ever see your water supply diminishing, then it's probably because this filter is getting plugged. This is a backflow preventer. The idea with this is to stop any solution from the vacuum system being able to come back into the clean water supply of the building. Almost every jurisdiction in North America requires them. It's a safety thing. Look at this. Drainvac even gives you a nut driver to apply the clamps with. This is the door that fits onto the front of the vacuum system, and the rest is just your owner's manual. Please read your owner's manual. Please read your owner's manual. Please read your owner's manual. Because in the manual it's going to give you the descriptions for installing all of the various systems.